Okay, this is the Paranormal Reality update for today, April 27th, 2017. Not much to speak about in this update. We had the cable guy come over and look at our cable box, which may have been causing those TV interference problems. It turns out it was not, but the power plug for it was, and they ended up replacing the power plug and it all went away. So much for it being paranormal. I didn't think it was paranormal when I did my test, but we now have a solution. We figured out what's causing it, so... Interference is caused by a bad power plug to the cable box. So that's what was causing that, people. Tonight I may have gotten a UFO on film. I don't know for sure. But I saw a weird flash while filming tonight, so I didn't see anything weird on the last two nights. There was a weird thing I saw last night in last night's footage, which is just turned out to be reflections on a branch. Okay, so reflections of water. So it was looking like it was flickering, the reflections, but there was nothing unusual about it whatsoever. Just a couple of weird reflections that shouldn't really be there, but they weren't unusual either. And nothing was caught on film the night before. So this is the first night in like 4 nights I've seen a UFO. More than 4 nights, I think. I don't know the exact amount of nights between this sighting tonight, which might not be a UFO at all, let's keep that in mind, and the last UFO we saw in Paranormal Reality. The reason why I say it might not be is because I still have to test it to see if it is a UFO and see if it behaves strangely and see if it's not something mundane like a plane that only was caught in the camera's viewfinder for 1 frame, or see if it wasn't something like my eyes playing tricks on me like that. It could be one of those 2 things as well. I don't know. That's why I'm not saying whether it's a UFO yet. I'll tell you in the next update done tomorrow night whether it is a UFO, and I will tell you the results of this UFO watch and scripted sound analysis as well. There hasn't been a cryptid sound analysis lately on the channel, and I apologize for that, but there have been some strange sounds I posted. I haven't done an update in the last few days. I apologize for that. It just, I decided to post other things and updates. I forgot last night that I wanted to do an update, but I never did it. Something bad happened last night, and that's why I didn't do an update, so... I just couldn't do an update last night, unfortunately, but I'm doing one now, so there you go. And this update's pretty short. There's not much else to talk about, really, in this update. I've been reading more of Mothman prophecies today. That's the last thing I want to talk about. There's some very strange cases in this book, people. I highly suggest you read it if you're really into paranormal stuff. There's some strange bird sightings, strange sightings of things that are half human, half bird, strange phantom and poltergeist activity reports of Mothman, of course, and reports of alien contact and abduction possibly in this book as well. A lot of different things, also UFO sightings as well. A lot of different things covered in this book, and some of them don't fit in those categories as well, and other ones are not from the Point Pleasant area. Not all of them come from Point Pleasant, but they all come from the 1960s and 70s, so that was during a hot period of paranormal activity in this country, pretty much. So, good book if you're really into that kind of thing. I highly recommend that people read the book, and they'll definitely get into some very strange sightings, or they'll definitely get into strange sightings that are reported in the book by John Keel, who is he was a paranormal investigator and I think newspaper writer. I think he was both. I don't know. Anyway, it's a very interesting book. I've been reading it a lot lately, and this is not my first time I've read it. I've read it 3 times, but yeah. I read it because I thought there'd be some cases in there that might kind of help to explain the one I've been going through, where there's been some strange sounds on the outside and TV interference. I thought it was a paranormal activity thing at first, but it wasn't. TV interference is a perfectly mundane explanation this time around, but the strange sounds outside definitely have not gone away. Last night I definitely heard what sounded like a Bigfoot stomping around out there. Didn't go outside today to see if there's any footprints or anything. I didn't think there would be. Kind of cold and rainy to do that anyway. I'm going to wait till I get a warmer day. And more significant evidence on audio. So there you go. That's the end of this update, people.